Hey up everybody, my name is Joshua Morris, I'm director of Johnny Moz's Lessons in Confidence. Now, I've made a couple videos talking about why you should say yes to things, right? And I thought I would come out here to Camden, well I was going to come out to Camden anyway, and that's kind of the point of this video, is I have said yes to something. I'm going to see Death from Above 1979, right, with my mate Leo, who I've never heard of Death from Above 1979. It's not really my immediate kind of music, but I don't instinctively hate it or anything like that. So I thought I would just do this video just to say, this is an example of what saying yes to something looks like. If I hadn't said yes to this, I would be sat at home doing naught, right? And I think it's good to do stuff. It's good to get out of your comfort zone, try new things. I might go to Death from Above 1979, and then for the next 20 videos, I'll be raving about them, going on about how fantastic they are. But at the same token, I might be bored to tears. I might not enjoy it. You know, it's a form of gambling, I suppose. But this is gambling with not your life, but your experience. You're gambling with your experience, right? Compared to gambling with money, going on a slot machine, just doing that. I think that it's fun to try new things and to explore the world, because if I didn't explore and push my boundaries and see what I want to do, try new things, I wouldn't do anything. I would be sat at home eating the same free comfort meals, watching the same free comfort shows, right? And that's just how it would be for everything, for every single day of the week, every single week of the year. It would never end. It would be the same routine, and eventually I would just get bored of it all. So, you know what? I'm not someone who particularly likes Camden. I don't like coming out to Camden. I don't come to Camden vastly often, but it's something that I'm glad to be doing now. I'm glad to be coming out of my comfort zone, going to see something, going to see a band that's interesting and unique. You know, I've had a look at them. They seem like a sort of a watered down Lightning Bolt. That's kind of what they feel like to me. And I like Lightning Bolt, so I feel like I'll probably like Death from Above 1979. It's neat. I'm glad to be trying new things and going out of my comfort zone, trying new things. That's kind of the key here. It's important to say yes to stuff, right? You should always say yes to as many things as you can possibly do, because you have more time in the day than you might think, right? And that's something I've been trying to tell myself lately, is that I have more time than I think I do, right? To do the things that I want to do, right? I'm not always starved for time. I have as much time as I possibly need, and I can do more things than I do at the moment. And if anything, right now, the reason I haven't been doing stuff is it's been a laziness issue, not an issue with my external circumstances. It's been an internal issue. And I've been trying to recognize that and force myself out of the house, doing new things, trying new experiences, filming more videos, getting out and about, doing stuff. That's the key here, right? And this is just one of those examples. This is just an example of something I've said yes to, right? And if it weren't for this, I would be sat at home not doing much. And you know what? I could come out and I can film videos, and I can go somewhere else and film videos there. I can do whatever I want, wherever I want to do it. And that's kind of the beauty of life, is that I can just go and explore things and try new things. And you know what? If Death from Above 1979 isn't all that, I haven't lost much. I'll tell you what, it did cost £28 for the ticket, and then probably another £10 there and back. So admittedly, I can't say yes to everything, because £40 a pop, I can't just say yes to every band under the sun. So I did have to think about it. I did have to think, do I like the idea of the band? You know, if someone had said, do you want to go see Dua Lipa, right? Say if Dua Lipa costs 28 quid to see. I know she doesn't, she costs probably 10 times that. I don't like Dua Lipa, so I wouldn't have said yes to it, right? But I might, say if I had infinite money, I might have gone to Dua Lipa, decided I actually quite like Dua Lipa, and then bam, it's a new passion of mine, it's a new thing to enjoy, you know, with someone to enjoy it with, someone else who likes Dua Lipa. It's all about trying to be less cynical in the world, trying to enjoy stuff, and, you know, be less of a twat all the time. All right, that's kind of the idea. I'm just trying to be less cynical in general. I'm trying to be more easygoing and outgoing and, you know, optimistic about things, and that's what I'm trying to practice what I preach right now in this video. That's kind of what I'm trying to do here. That's the point of this video. There's not much else point to this. It's almost like a vlog, essentially. And that's generally it. There's not really anything else I have to tell you. So, yeah, it's a short one, I know, but yeah, let me know what your thoughts are. Do you like Death from Above 1979? Are you going to see them at the Electric Ballroom? Or have you seen them at the Electric Ballroom? Because I'll be going out after I've seen them. I'm seeing them in about an hour. I don't know why I looked at my watch. I don't have a watch on, so yeah, pretend I've got a watch. It's acting, isn't it? So yeah, just have a good day, everybody. Hope you have a good one. Hope you enjoy Death from Above 1979. If they're coming to a town near you, this just sounds like a fucking advert for Death from Above 1979, doesn't it? I suppose it is at this point, isn't it? It was more about, getting out your comfort zone, trying new things and being easygoing. That was the point. Not, is Death from Above 1979 a good band? So a continuation from earlier, I said that I was going to go to a concert, and I was at the concert, sort of having a decent time, sort of dancing around and stuff, getting in a mosh pit, and it was all quite fun. And then some fella kind of puts his hands all over my waist, sort of like that, right? And he just goes, "You're huge!" And like, he's giving me that sort of eye, that sort of kind of eye. And in the moment, I was sort of thinking, well, I am tall. Maybe I'm getting in his way. Maybe I'm getting in people's way. Maybe it's a me problem, right? And I kind of just left at that point. I just immediately left. I was just like, fuck this. I'm not dealing with this shite. So I went and got my bag, and then just got on the train. Now I'm on the train, so that's what I'm doing here. And it was just sort of irritating. Like I was texting the girlfriend after the fact. I told her what happened, and she was like, "That's full on assault." And I was like, "Shit, is it?" And I was like, "Yeah, maybe it is." Fuck. I don't particularly like that, I've basically been sexually assaulted, and that makes it sound like I got full on raped. I didn't, but like, it was a lot of touching, and he was holding for a long time when he really didn't need to be. He really did not need to be holding the way that he was holding. It was definitely sexual, whatever he was trying to do, and probably wasn't sober. I'm not using that as any kind of excusing him in any way. I'm just saying there was definitely something about it that there was something off about it, the whole thing, and I was not keen at all. And I kind of feel a bit weird. I feel okay. I don't feel traumatized or anything. I don't feel scared. I don't feel weird. I just sort of feel annoyed. And I kind of wish I'd sort of turned around and told him to fuck off in that moment, or sucker punched him or something. And I don't know if that's legal to sucker punch someone who's trying to assault you, or who is actively assaulting you. But it's not on. Whatever it is, it's just not on. So I wonder what the opposite of an anger management class is. I'd like to take one of those, an anger reinforcement class, to make you more angry. Because maybe it's maybe I'm too relaxed, too chill. Because what if they sort of go up against my girlfriend? What if I have the same reaction where it all clocks after the fact? Right? I don't want that to happen. I want to be able to tell that guy to fuck right off. That's what needs to happen. And I need to get better at telling someone in the moment that they need to fuck right off. Because, not just for my sake, but for the sake of the people I care about. Because if someone comes after someone I care about, I need to be ready to, whack. And I've had this before. I've fought this before, and it's scary. I'm not very big on confrontation, but I need to be able to do it. I need to be able to do confrontation if I need to. Because otherwise, it's just going to be like this. It's just going to be ridiculous, isn't it? So, I'm a little bit peeved. Is all. Just, what do you even make of it? I don't know. What did I say to her? I said, I think in the moment I thought you was in the right because I was in people's way. It's only after you sort of make heads or tails of it, gonna make a vid out of this. And whoever that guy was, I just think, fuck right. When it first happened, I thought he was recognising me for the Johnny Mozza thing. Because I've had that at a few concerts where people recognise me in mosh pits and stuff. So I thought it was just that, And he was sort of holding me. I thought, maybe it was just to keep his balance. And then it kind of carried on longer than it should have. And then he didn't mention anything about my channel. He just said, "You're huge." And at first I thought he meant in a YouTube sense. You're huge on YouTube. But when he said it again, I was like, oh, he just means I'm in the way because I'm really tall. So, and then I sort of thought, hang on.
He's touched me a lot here. His hands around my waist, around my back. He had both hands on me, sort of like that, like proper like that. And yeah, I felt weird in that moment, and I just sort of thought bollocks to this, so I left. I knew I was going to have to leave early because I needed to get the last train back, but you know, I don't know. I just immediately left. I didn't say goodbye to the person I was there with, so sorry about that. I just thought I needed to get out of there right then and there. So yeah, that's kind of that situation. I might make a full video about this with more societal, systematic shit behind it, you know, sexual assault and all that shit. Because it probably affects, it affects loads of people. I mean, it affects women way more than me. That is the first time it's happened to me. But you know, people, like women that I know, it happens to them all the fucking time. So, you know, maybe I'll try and tackle this in a more constructive way and try and get something out of it. But right now, I'm just in the moment. This is what's happened. And I'm a bit miffed. I'll be alright. It's fine at the end of the day. I'll be okay. Yeah. Anyway, thank you very much for watching, everybody. Hope you got something out of this. Hope the audio on this is alright, because it's trains and stuff. I've never recorded on a train before. It's crowded and stuff. I don't normally like to do this, but I just needed to get that out there, so see ya.